Time for another story, and today's story is called The Miller, the Boy and the Donkey by Brian Wildsmith, and it's a fable. So a fable usually features an animal and there's a lesson to be learned. And on the back of the book, this fable describes that one day the miller decides to take his donkey to market and sell him. Seems simple enough, but the journey to market proves more difficult than anyone had ever thought. By the end of the journey, they all wished they'd never set out. What happened to them on the way? Let's find out. One fine morning, the miller decided to take his donkey to market and sell him. So he and his boy went out to the field to catch him. They took with them some carrots, which the donkey loved to eat. Sure enough, when he saw the carrots, the donkey came trotting towards them. When he'd eaten the carrots, they took him to the mill and brushed his coat, polished his hooves, and combed his mane. He looked so smart that the miller decided to carry him to market to save him from dirtying his feet on the way. They'd not gone very far when they met a farmer. He burst out laughing when he saw them. "How silly you are," he cried. "Fancy carrying a donkey. Why, he should be carrying you, not you carrying him." The miller did not like to be laughed at, so he made the donkey start walking. Then the boy began to feel tired, and the miller lifted him onto the donkey's back. A little further on, they met three merchants, so three people selling things, who were angry when they saw the boy riding while the miller walked. "Why, you lazy lad," they said. "Get down from the donkey. Let the old man ride." The miller made the boy get down, and he himself climbed on the donkey's back. But it was very hot, and the boy soon became tired again. After a while, they met three girls. "Shame on you, master," they called out. "How can you ride at ease while your poor boy limps so wearily behind?" So the master told the boy to climb up behind him, and they both rode on the donkey. Before long, they saw a priest standing outside his church. He rebuked the miller sternly, so he told him off. "It's cruel for both of you to ride on the back of this little animal. Have you no pity for such a faithful beast?" With a sigh, the miller climbed down and lifted the boy off the donkey. Wearily, they plodded along in the hot sun, with the donkey trotting gaily beside them. At last, they came to the marketplace. All the people were amused to see the miller and his boy trudging along in the heat of the sun when they might have ridden on their donkey. "The miller is crazy," they said. The miller sold his donkey quite quickly to a kind farmer, but his head ached from his difficult journey, all different kinds of advice he'd received. "From now on," he confided to his boy, "I shall make up my own mind and stick to it." The boy thought that this would be an excellent idea. He nodded his head and yawned, and they went out in search of their dinner. So I wonder what lessons that fable might teach us.